When this group of people made you out to be their scapegoat, they made you out to be like the main target of ridicule and just verbal abuse, they basically were able to villainize you. They villainized every single thing that you did, everything that you said, every move that you made, everything that you didn't say, and every move that you didn't make. They basically had you under like this microscope where they were constantly watching you, just constantly worried about you. They spent so much time and energy throughout their day worrying about you because you were taking up so much of their brain space. And because these people could take all of that negative energy and make you the container of all of that pain and trauma and energy, they were able to make it seem as if you were the bad guy and everyone else was the good guy. So all of that abuse was flown under the radar. And it wasn't until you left, because you're like, I'm no longer going to be the container of all of this pain, because I'm not about to absorb all of this pain because other people are too immature to deal with their own. So once you got up and left, they no longer had that container. So what did they have to do? They had to deal with their pain on their own. And because they did not know how to deal with their pain on their own, that main culprit started lashing out at everybody else. Everybody's true colors started to be shown. And the person that they were able to blame, they couldn't blame anymore. So now it's like, what's your excuse now? Then they came up with a different excuse. They came up with something else. It was basically like, once you walked away from the situation, you see, you didn't see the justice, but your justice was in you walking away. Hear me when I say this. Your justice was in you walking away, because they no longer had their punching bag. And when you walked away, they basically had to deal with their issues, and they basically had to come forward and face themselves and face the music, and they weren't ready to do so. So that's when, it's like basically the veil was lifted. The blinders were off. They were seeing everything for what it truly was. Because when the main person that everybody was blaming for everything is gone, and the problems are still persisting and got worse, then that person was never the problem. And it's unfortunate that you left and no one was able to give you the justice that you deserve. No one was able to give you that apology that you rightfully deserved, because you left, and no one was going to go after you. No one was going to come ask you to come back. They expected you to come crawling back. They knew they messed up once you left, and they knew it was over with for them. They knew they could never get you back.